Hello, is this Patricia Kaufman?
Yes, it is.
Hello, Patricia. We're now conducting the interviews. Your present are 3 board members, district manager, our bookkeeper, and we're in an open session and we're ready to conduct an interview for you.
Well, thank you so much for accommodating us on the phone.
Could you please state the name of your firm?
Yes, it's McGillway, Ray, Brown, and Hoffman.
Okay, thank
And,
you.
I just want to say that on this side of the phone, I am speaking as well as Mr. Singh, who is listed as manager senior on the audit.
Okay. Are you going to be answering the questions or?
Yes, we might share.
Okay, all right. So I want to read this and then we'll start. You'll be asking the first one. Thank you for responding to the RFP for auditing services for the San Miguel Community Service District. This interview with the district board, this is the interview with the district board, so we have a further understanding of your firm's qualifications for performing the audit services. We have a set of questions that will be asked of all candidates. Any questions asked that are not on the list will pertain to the original question for follow-up and clarification. We'll begin with question 1.
What do you see are some of the most challenging aspects of the audit?
Can I repeat what I thought I heard because it was a little distant?
Okay.
What areas do we foresee to be the most challenging part of your audit?
I'll read it. I'm a little closer to the phone. I'll read it to you.
Okay, great.
What do you see are some of the most challenging aspects of the audits?
Okay. For us, sometimes it's making sure that all of our clients can provide us the information that they're asking for. So what we find is that we have to work with our clients, especially a first-year client, to be as specific as we can in our request so that they're clear what we're asking for and that things are not delayed because we might be out there and there was miscommunication. So I think that's probably the hardest part, and especially in the first-year audit.
Okay, we're taking notes.
That was a good question.
Thank you. Okay, so question number 2 is what is your firm going to do to meet the deadline schedule?
We will work very hard to make sure that we can meet your schedule. We'll meet with you initially to confirm the date when you will be ready. We will give you a list of what we need prior to coming out and when we come out, with a lot of lead time so that you know what to prepare and we don't have delays. And assuming all that goes well, then we connect. Normally, once we receive the trial balance, it is 1 week to 10 days for our planning. And then from there, once we're in the field, it's a month to 6 weeks to get a report draft. So we basically work back from that schedule.
And I believe trial balance is key here.
Yeah.
If we don't get trial balance on time, then
we couldn't understand.
So what Sucres was saying is the trial balance is really the key.
Oh, okay.
So once we get that final trial balance, we know what our timing is going to be. But it's that trial balance that is going to set the start of the audit.
Okay.
Have you
our
ever,
calculation based on the trial balance.
Have you ever missed the deadline?
Not by our fault. So we have missed deadlines, but it's because the client was not able to provide the information for different reasons on their end. So once we've committed, and like Susan was saying, and we have the trial balance and it's a final competent trial balance, we're not discussing.
Okay. Question number 3. How do you ensure timely follow-up responses to district concerns?
We're gonna have, an initial meeting to talk about where are your concerns? So that's gonna be a kickoff meeting, and, we're gonna our preference is to come out early to do test and controls, broad interviews, and discuss is there any areas that the board would like us to focus on?
And to gain understanding of the client.
Right. And then, as things progress in the audit, of course, we'll keep every management abreast of how we're coming and what we're doing.
Okay.
But it's really that initial meeting, the kickoff meeting, and we will address the initial concerns.
All right, very good, thank you. Question number 4. How does your firm track communication with the district? Is this record of communication kept on file with all district documentation?
Emails are maintained, and phone conversations are memoed in our records. So that's how we track our communication.
Okay.
And we kept all our records for 10 years.
Yes. We maintain all the records for 10 years. That's our firm policy.
Okay. Do you know how Black Mountain Software operates?
No, I have not used Black Mountain software. We do not need to know how to use the software per se, as long as it'll generate Excel documents out of there for us in storage. But we have not used that software.
Okay.
And I assume that's what you're using.
That's what we are using.
Okay.
Have you audited a government agency, volunteer fire department using fund accounting?
Yes. There
And this is the final question, number 7. What are some of the most common mistakes made with regards to fiscal year audits?
Fiscal year-end audits, you're saying, versus a calendar year-end audit?
Well, we do fiscal year, yeah.
Okay, great.
But what are some of the most common mistakes that you guys find in fiscal year audits?
The biggest one is cutoff.
I'm sorry?
That happens in both calendar and fiscal year and audit.
Okay.
Like you just were saying, cutoff, where all of the accrued expenses have not been appropriately accrued. Whether it's payroll, whether it's payables. So cutoff is probably the most common mistake with fiscal year end.
So if I'm understanding you correctly, you're talking about reconciling the accounts payables with the accounts receivables when one falls in when the pay, let's see, how do you put it, the expenditure happens in the last month of the year, and then the payment for it occurs the following month, and it's in a new year.
Right, and it could be that you didn't get invoiced, that
Right.
the services were rendered. Those are the most common ones. So when you have the invoice, usually everything's being recorded. But some of them, the services were provided, been earned, but you don't have a record of it yet.
Right.
And that's reportable, and those are the most common.
Okay.
Right.
Very good. Thank you very much. This concludes the questions for the interview. Do you have anything you would like to add at this time?
No, not really. I mean, I am very grateful I had another meeting, so I really appreciate your flexibility. And, so thank you for that. And, no, not at this time.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And the board will be having is there any public comment? Okay, the board will be having a discussion at our June 27th meeting, and a decision will be made then, and you'll be notified of our decision.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I kind of wish we could discuss this now while it's all fresh in our heads, and since there are other board members that aren't able to attend, they're not going to be able to really be a full part of the discussion. I mean, they can participate in it. They can have input, but they can't really.
You can still have discussion now, there's board
Oh,
discussion.
yeah. We're just, it's not an action item.
Correct.
And it probably shouldn't be, because the whole board should decide, but it's unfortunate the whole board.
Well, it also gives you guys time to read over your notes and come back on the 27th with a pretty firm decision.
Good.
Questions, comments?
No questions.
I guess it wouldn't be fair to ask for preference.
No, public comment?
Yeah. State your name for the record.
Michelle, yes. Just the second guy, he's been doing the audits before, or?
Alex?
Yeah. It's just surprising that they don't keep track of phone conversations, any memos or anything like that. Whereas the first guy said that he keeps everything in that portal, including phone conversations. Just maybe that's something Alex could start doing in case something needs to be referenced.
I'm certain that we can, you know, it's an electronic world now,
Yeah.
and I think that as much as I dislike, I would much rather prefer call somebody and get my answer now.
Mhm.
And I've been experiencing this a lot lately, where it just goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And a 2-minute conversation takes a week to achieve, because each time you have to wait for the person to respond to you. But the benefit to it is you have a record, everything that was said.
Paper trail.
Yeah. That was just one.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Well, I mean, if I were to just give a brief summary of how I take this, I think that the only one that was very clear in his answers was Sanawar, the first guy. I mean, aside from, he has a very thick accent, but his answers to the questions were a lot more relevant to the question. Whereas the other two, the answers weren't necessarily as pertinent to what we were asking.
Just to add on, I really like the whole portal. If there's something we sent and we don't want it there, we could just take it out.
If there's something on the portal, I think I missed a little bit on that. What exactly does that mean?
They use the portal for us to deposit any relevant information that is going to be part of the audit,
Right?
but they also use it to store phone conversations and emails.
Right, I got that. But what did you say about removing something if you wanted to remove it?
He like, if we send something and it's not what they asked, or we don't want it on the record, then we can just take it off.
Yeah, but why would we not want something on the record that we submitted? That doesn't
If it
seem
was like-
transparent to me.
The way that was like, if we.
Oops!
Yeah, we made a mistake.
If it were incorrect.
Yeah, like if it was
Yeah.
incorrect.
I see.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't know. Well, the one thing that I see as a benefit with, Moss, Levy, and Hartsman is they're already been into our records up to their elbows. And they are certainly, I accepted his yes to Black Mountain because I know nothing more needs to be said. They've been doing it, and we know they've been doing it, and they've been successful, and we're happy with the results. And they weren't late. They met all the scheduled deadlines. And it just seems to me like it would be a smoother transition to not have a transition at all.
True, but I think my feeling on that Black Mountain with the third, McGill Way, Roy Brown, whatever, Ray Brown and Coffin, having no experience with Black Mountain makes my skin crawl a little bit.
Yep, absolutely.
You can say that you can extract the information because it's a database, but if you don't know how the program works,
That's right.
and you need to interface with it,
Right.
The factor for error considerably goes up.
Well-
And the amount of time that it's gonna take possibly
Right.
to decipher, knowing what they've been through with Black Mountain, is gonna be challenging. If someone knows that system, because it's labor intensive to a degree of learning how it flows, Paula can contest here, that's highly important.
Well, he nailed it when San Juan, he said, the program is accurate if it gets the original input correct.